Hey guys, welcome to LawnCareMadeEasy.com. I'm Zach Stroud. Today we're going to talk about lowering your lawn's height through fall and into winter. This seems like a small task, but it could mean the difference between an unhealthy lawn and a healthy lawn. So stay tuned. When we get back, we'll talk all about it. As the weather cools down and your grass starts preparing for dormancy, many people stop mowing, or they keep mowing at the same summer height. That's a mistake. So when your lawn is too tall, what's going to happen is that tall grass is going to bend, it's going to trap moisture under there. So you have a perfect setup for any type of fungal diseases. In the higher elevations, you may have snow mold after it melts off in the spring. So you're going to have matting with tall grass, you're going to have a delayed spring up, and you're going to have, sometimes you can have rodents within that tall grass that just causes all types of problems throughout the winter. Now on the flip side, mowing too short, too fast, it shocks the grass and it weakens your root system and leaves your lawn just vulnerable to so many things that can happen over the winter. So the thing you want to do is you want to kind of lower your height a little bit at a time, so it's gradual. And so that's the steps we're going to walk through now. So the first thing you want to do is start with your normal mowing height, okay, which is probably around 3 to 3.5 inches for most lawns. Now, if you have a Bermuda lawn, it's much lower. So a lot of people keep it around 2.5. But for most warm season and cool season grasses, you're going to start with 3.5 inches. So by the end of this tutorial, you'll be able to lower your height by 1 inch total, okay, from what you're starting with. So if you're starting with 3 to 3.5, you're going to go from probably 2.5 to 2, okay? And that would be the 1 inch that we're wanting to get our lawn down to before winter. Each time you mow, you drop your deck no more than 1 notch. So that's probably 1/4 inch to 1 inch. That keeps the stress off the grass while getting shorter step by step. So your final mow should be right before your hard frost, okay? Your first hard frost. So you'll want to look this up wherever you live before you hit that final mow. And remember, you're not going to go below 2 inches, okay? You should be around 2.5 to 2 inches on your last mow, and that'll really help your lawn to easily green up come spring. People sometimes ask me, what happens if you don't lower your lawn's height before winter? Well, here's what's going to likely happen in spring when you see it. You're going to have patchy dead spots, fungal growth, and you're going to have a delayed green up, and that's not something we want to see in the spring. You may not notice this during the winter and everything is brown, but come spring you'll start noticing those dead spots, a lot of snow mold if you live in those higher elevations, and things are just not going to look as you want them to look. So it's best to take precaution now. Go ahead and take these steps, use them to your advantage, okay, and then make your lawn look really good come spring. If we don't do this, then you could have a really delayed green up during the spring, and it takes sometimes weeks to even get that to kind of move forward. So here are a couple of questions I usually get. So question number 1, what if I haven't started lowering my height in the early part of fall? Well, that's okay. Just go ahead and start lowering it now, and by the time you get to winter, you'll have that height down, and you can start getting on the path then. So question number 2 is, should I lower the grass even more for better results? No, don't do that, because that could lead to even more problems during the winter when your grass is too low, and it causes a lot of more difficulty with stress on the lawn than it does in helping the lawn through the winter and helping it green up in the spring. So the third question is, what if I have shady areas? Well, if you have shady areas, you want to keep it about 2.5 inches, okay? Because you are going to have less sunlight that does not penetrate into the root zone, and that could cause some problems. So if you're in the shaded area, if you have your lawn mostly around trees, then keep that grass probably about 2.5 inches, and then that way you'll be safe through the winter. Okay guys, so there you have it. Just make sure you gradually lower that lawn through the next couple of months into winter, and you'll have a beautiful lawn come spring, and you'll be happy. So guys, I appreciate you watching. Hit that like and subscribe button, and we'll see you on the next video. Thank you.